Thank you. Wow. Nice. Hey guys, I'm at the Silver Springs movie theater in DC, and I am about to go and see Queen and Slim. So this should be really nice for a Sunday evening. I'm really happy about that. Slim, I had wanted to see Queen and Slim before, so I had seen the billboards near the house, and now I get all the way to DC, and I'm here to visit and see this movie. Isn't that awesome? Okay guys, so after I view it, what I will do is I will come back on and tell you how the movie was and all of that. And this is the DC Diaries for December, what, 7th, 8th? I've lost track of the time, but this is the area. So pretty. So this is the box office, and there's an IMAX in here too. But I don't think we're going to the IMAX. Elle, are we going to the IMAX? We're not doing the IMAX, are we? We are? So the theater is going to be IMAX? You okay with being on the vlog?
I don't know.
There's Elle. Hi guys. There's Elle. Nobody's looking for me. The question might be, who's looking for you? I like your glasses, Elle. Show them your glasses. We are the glasses crew. Because Elle's better half has nice glasses too. And I like this light. What's that? What oh, gotta go, guys. Gotta go. And there's Elle's better half. That's Bryn. You've met Bryn already. I'm gonna zoom her in. Yay! Hi, Bryn. So now you get a chance to see the movie. And tell us one reason why you want to see this movie. Don't there you go.
Because I love the reviews that I've heard from other people that really the movie. Yes.
Oh, okay, so
it's like a Black Bonnie and Clyde.
Wow.
Yes.
And I love a love story.
It's a true love story.
Okay.
For sure. But they said, you know, how you might expect it to end.
Yes.
It doesn't end like that.
Oh wow! Yeah. So they won't be shot up in the road.
I don't know. I'm not saying all of that.
Okay.
But
you've heard it was really good.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm so happy about that. And this is Silver Springs in DC.
No, Silver Spring, Maryland.
Oh, we're in Maryland.
And just one spring, that's spring.
Nice edit. That's a nice live edit. Okay, so it's one
be
spring.
Looking for it forever. Let's go to Silver Springs.
This is Silver Spring, Maryland. But guys, in Maryland, you're on one corner, you're in Maryland. You cross that street, you're in DC. You go back around this corner, you're in Virginia. You're in Virginia.
You got to go a couple of blocks that way.
You do?
Yeah.
But this is Maryland. Okay.
This is Maryland.
Okay. Awesome. And why do you want to see the movie?
Because my wife said I want to see the movie.
I love him. Don't you guys love him? Get you one. Get you. We'll tell you about the movie when we come out. Bye.
Oh,
let's check these stairs. Let's show them what they're looking at.
Looks terribly ominous.
Ominous. Come on, Elle. We can do it.
I think
we can do it. We got this.
I think the Exorcist steps.
Come on, Elle.
Didn't look this bad.
But look at the camera. Look how the image is as you're going up. But what did you say didn't look this bad? Don't want to drop this. No, if you fall, I'm going to have to drag you up. Boom, 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 like that.
Better look at those steps.
No, the only thing I want to do is hold this camera, Elle. Because if I go down, I'm going to bounce up. This camera won't. This camera won't.
I like your health plan.
Yes. Okay, we made it. They got a Frozen too. Wow. Okay, where is she? Wow. Okay, guys. Gotta find the Bible. Tibetan. Oh wow, I should go over there. You know what? H&M is the bomb store. I love H&M. Look at that black. Oh, that's nice. I love the lit trees. They're just so beautiful. Arts on the block. Get creative. Love that. Wayne Avenue. So this is burger. Natural burgers. See anything worth eating?
I see a lot of grease.
I smell a lot of grease too, but I like grease sometimes. Conflicted.
Angus burger with a veggie. Yeah, that's kind of, I mean, what's the point, right?
Right, right. Gosh, it finally arrived late, but you know, we had to go and get it, so we're gonna have to gobble now.
Crazy.
Yes.
Wasn't really.
Gracias, thank you. Uh-oh. Maybe these are the previews.
The force will be with you. Always.
Your emergency. Hello? The movies are looking really good for January, so I'm excited. Okay, so we just finished watching Queen and Slim, and for the parts that I saw when I wasn't asleep, it was awesome. awesome. Although there were some slow parts. I will say there were some slow meditative talking parts that I thought, okay, this is why the reason I probably went to sleep. But I'm glad that I woke up more towards the end because it just opened up and it started happening. It's like the movie started happening midway. Now that's only my opinion, but overall, I thought it was an excellent movie. I did. And I probably would see it again. Just to slowly sip it like fine wine and really smell it and imbibe it and roll it around in my mouth. If, you know, somebody wanted to go see it at home again, and I think there are 1 or 2 people who wanted to go see it, but just didn't. I thought that the actors did a great job. Both of them. I love the young man from the movie Get Out, and the young lady, the main character opposite the young man I hadn't seen before, but she was lovely and talented. The ending was surprising. I'm not going to give it away. Well, I won't say it was surprising. It is an ending that is, I think, capital to African American history in this country. I don't know of too many other groups in this country who are killed in the middle of the street as much and as often as we are. But I'm not going to do all the talking here. That was 2 minutes. So I will let, oh, it's dark in here now. Okay, I will let others speak their opinion of the movie. Okay, so here we go, guys. Who wants to talk first? Sorry you can't see them, but we're driving at night and it's beautiful. I'm gonna pull back so we can see the lights so you'll hear their voices. Okay.
Brent, go ahead.
Brent is not thinking about you.
Camera shy. Oh man,
there she is.
No, I thought it was an entertaining movie.
Yes.
Claudia said that she wasn't going to give the ending away, but in actuality she did. I mean, if you call her comment, then you'll understand what I mean. But I didn't like the way it ended.
Yes.
It's horrible because, I don't want to give away either. But, yeah, I think, everybody needs to see it.
Yes.
For various reasons.
In quite a few ways, it reminded me of St. Louis, Missouri, and what happened to Michael Brown. I think it was Michael Brown. So similar but dissimilar, but so many characteristics that made me think about that, especially when the little boy is defying the police in the street, and then everything turned, the events turned. But El?
Yes, as far as I see it, yeah, I guess everybody does need to see it.
Yes.
Primarily, I think people outside of the African American race.
Yes.
Only to show or shed light on. There are, obviously, this story is made for the big screen. But in between all of it, there's a lot of realism, real true circumstances. And to be quite honest with you, whenever I see anything like that as a black man, that just scares the hell out of me. Because I don't know when my time might come.
That's right.
I've been very lucky. I've been in very rural places when it's dark, and I've been only helped by the white people that showed up. But at the same time, this story also shows that, well, you know, anybody can be a Judas. It doesn't have to be of the other race.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So it's one thing if the guy was collecting money on, oh yes, I missed it. Collecting money on legitimate criminals, but
Yeah.
unfortunately that wasn't the case here.
Nope. Oh, that betrayal was deep. It was so deep because I thought he was authentic, and all I could see at that point was freedom.
Yeah.
And I was becoming lighthearted, more and more lighthearted. And I said, this is the ending that was so different.
Yeah.
This is the ending. They do get away. So.
Yeah. It's a sad story.
It really is.
But more so, you know, the other aspect of it all, it does make you wonder what white people are so scared of. Because ultimately, everybody does have to come together. So, I mean, the fact that without embellishing on it, I could say that these people will pull out a whole SWAT team to pick up a baby in a preambulator, as long as the baby's black. That's scary. What the hell are they scared of?
The loss of white supremacy?
Yeah, in short, all of that does keep the fear up, and when you keep the fear up, you keep the ignorance going. The ignorance is the fuel to the whole thing.
That's right. This audience left solemn. I don't think I heard any quite talking of any significance. I've left some movies and there was talking and maybe applause, and this audience was somber. It was like they were hit again by something they had seen one too many times. And the young lady beside me with the other two people with her, all she could say at the end was, and they were unarmed. But they were considered extremely dangerous.
But not only were they unarmed, my man had both arms
full of his woman. And yet he was a threat, and that was enough to take his life.
And you know, as cliche as it sounds, all you could say after that is white people.
Oh my goodness. Yes. I would like to hear what some of them would think, what white Americans would think after seeing that.
Well, the unfortunate thing about that, I think, is white people who are going to see what's on the screen for what it is already know. And the people that will say, and so you're saying what? Have said that already, and they will continue to say it because they choose not to see any other way but what they know. So,
which is white privilege. And that's right. You're right.
So, you know, part of everybody else's suffrage that made it somewhat historical, not historical, but it kind of settled things, even while acknowledging the atrocity, is that every other situation the perpetrator have come to confirm or agree that they did it. The Nazi Germans will not tell you they did not do what they did. They just don't want to point out who in the crowd actually pushed the button. But they at least acknowledge it. White people, for the most part, even if they're not aggressive, the fact that they will not truly acknowledge it means there'll never be.
That's correct.
Any kind of, you know, come up on some.
I understand that. Yep. Point well made. And if you don't recognize it publicly, it's like you're in
cahoots
and agreement and accordance with it. That's right. That's right.
you know, woe's me, the Holocaust, all that. Black people suffrage, get over it. Okay.
That's right. He shouldn't have taken his gun. He shouldn't have. She made the wrong decision. People could watching it, black or white, could say he followed her into making a stupid decision to run, thus creating the story for the movie.
Yeah. But you know, it's one of those bridges you cross when you get there.
True.
You start looking at things, whereas if you didn't run, the system was going to railroad the hell out of you. Right then and there.
She was right about that. Yes. And they were going to have a difficult time explaining how 2 young black people walked away with a dead white police officer, even if he had killed an unarmed black man.
But what's even more wild is the video shows the officer being aggressive, but yet still the black people still
That's right. Cop killers.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not sure. Perhaps I was asleep on this part. But did the cop in the trunk of the white car, was he? They never showed that. If he survived.
More than likely he did. The only way he could die in there is if nobody did anything with the car ever. And since they're looking for him, these are the white people looking for black people. They would be searching for every white car there is. So he'd be all right.
Okay.
And then at the same time too,
yes,
assuming if he wasn't all right,
yes,
his vehicle would be identified. Well, okay. I'm applying logic to a story, a screen
made
story,
for the
which
screen. Yes,
really doesn't necessarily need to make sense, but if you were to look at it sensibly,
yes,
the fact that there was never an APB out for the guy's truck,
right,
means that he did survive and he never said anything about it.
Oh my goodness! Now that's a thought. Yes, it is.
Because those guys drove a long way across town, across country with the truck, and I'm thinking that's the easiest way to get spotted.
Right.
Big Brother is everywhere.
1984. You are right.
Now they have drones out looking for you.
Oh, that's true.
Drones take the place of
the helicopter.
Well, the helicopter and the
drone.
The hounds.
Oh yes, the bloodhounds when the slave, and then the police were compared to slave.
But that's an easy comparison all the time. Until they
hunters.
Well, there's always going to be an asshole in the squad, but as long as there are as many as there are and as much cover up about it.
Yes.
Yeah, they are basically masters.
Modern day slave hunters.
Slave hunters and masters.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
All that money, all of the money the young drug smoker, the young brother receives for turning them in. Who paid for that? Was that like money across the country that people were putting together to go towards their arrest for anybody who could help with their arrest?
No, I don't know. That's just what it looks like at the end.
Yes, it did.
It's not explained.
Nope.
Or anything.
No.
I would say that
you
that's
see him
exactly.
grinning and he's counting all his money.
Right.
But remember earlier when they said there was a price on their head.
That's right.
They only said it was $250 each.
That's what the white lady said. That's right. In the house.
So there was more money than
what he was showing.
Right.
Or was it 250,000?
Could have been.
And if that was 250,000, was that all that money on the table? Was that more than 500,000?
I think the amount is irrelevant.
Yes.
I think if anything, it's just to show that the white system will put money up
for your arrest.
To gain access to information on people who haven't done anything.
Okay. Great point. Where did that money come from? Yes. And
I'd say from the poorest white guy who wants that opportunity to say nigger openly, all the way up to the corporate people who want to make sure the poor white people stay fueled to keep the fight going.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a vicious cycle of stoking the flame.
Yes, it was. But he got me. I had no clue that he was going to be key to turning them in. But then it was so easy the way he took that phone call and called the person back, and no, he'll get you in the morning, and no, they want to go right now. And I'm like,
well, you know what though? I mean, just like the Underground Railroad.
yes, that's what it reminded me of.
Harriet took her chance that at any one of those way stations the turn
Could have been.
So this being a movie, they can't stretch it out to show they survived on the run by helping
True.
people for too many years.
Okay.
So
Okay.
to make a long story short, somebody along the chain had to do it.
Okay.
Now, one might anticipate that it would be the white couple, but all things considered, being a movie.
But that was ironic.
Being a movie and knowing what it's about, without knowing how it ends, one would assume we're going to see either one white person do it in and the other hold the reign, or in this case, both white people stand their ground and support
That's right.
the situation, or both white people turn them in. So you have the neighbor across the street who naturally would get involved into other people's affairs.
Yes.
And then considering that the neighbor is white and the threat of black people is such that when you see him, you gotta call somebody, call the animal rescue
Control.
somebody,
Yes.
anybody. But that said, yeah, one of the links in the chain had to turn them in to make the story happen.
And why not use the young black man smoking
Because it
drugs?
happens. Because Judas was one of them. He wasn't an outsider.
That's true.
So basically, while nothing is absolute, it is something to that phrase, keep your enemies close. Or more so probably that the closest people to you are probably your worst enemies.
Wow. Have you all seen Harriet Tubman?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet either, but I would love to see it, and I'm going to see it. And there's a whole lineup of movies that I want to see in 2020. What was that movie? The Animal Kingdom, or The Lion King with Beyonce and that all-star cast. Did you all see that?
No.
I didn't see that one
I'm
either.
not trying to see it.
You know, I wanted to see
I
that.
absolutely already know the story.
Yeah, that's true. But that creative spin with B in it, I was thinking, ooh, the soundtrack was gorgeous.
Yeah, whatever. It seems like Jay-Z's family, well, I'm not going to put her in it, but it seems like there's a lot of wishy-washiness going on in there.
Right now.
He still has to explain how he stops supporting Kaepernick, suggesting what he's doing is supporting Kaepernick. And nothing else has been said about that.
Nope. That's very true. Now, the soundtrack to Queen and Slim, what did you all think about the soundtrack? What did you think about the music?
Good use of black entertainment. You're not going to find a lot of movies using a plethora of black songs to carry the story. And it's obvious we do have plenty in the closet to do it.
Plenty.
So it's good to see a whole movie carried from start to finish.
Oh, yes. Yes. It took me a minute to call up Lauryn Hill's name, but it finally popped up, and she was indeed one of the soundtrack. And I was pleasantly surprised to see Megan Thee Stallion listed in that lineup. That was wonderful. It's like yesterday and today, because Megan is a new rising star.
Heck of a name, man.
Megan the Stallion. She said because she's built like she's built.
Oh,
That's
she's
why.
big boned.
Yes, they call her that. Big boned. Yes. Queen and Slim. So go and see it if you haven't seen it, and come away with your own conclusions. I think it's necessary. It's essential. And then if you've seen it, let me know down below what you thought about it. Love you guys. Peace. See you in the next vlog.